Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of our single-player Minecraft series here in our skeleton farm. Now today, what we are doing is we're messing around in here, and I did a bit of stuff on a sword. Not this episode, it was actually between, I think it was 164 and 165 or something. You guys wouldn't have seen it, because I was just messing around in the end trying to get a bunch of ender pearls. Just for us to have ender pearls, pretty much. Nothing really too much, just with our little silly hut thing. There's no farm or anything there yet. But what I've got is I've got this little attack, you know what I mean? We get them down, we do this, and a few hits, and now all of them should just die like that, right? Now, one thing I've noticed, which I've been having trouble with, is whenever we get them down to a really low health, there's always a few around here that tend to not quite die. Now, hopefully we'll just make this to 30. I think with these guys, we might just be able to. Oh, thorns. Really? You see what I mean? Like, I've got to keep doing this, and there's generally a bit of a group of these guys. Like, just get rid of that guy. Man, he's powerful. But in saying that, this one's got, like, only fire aspect. It hasn't got anything special. No smite, no anything good. You know what I mean? There's nothing special about that sword. However, we don't have an ender chest here. When we go back here, I've got a sword that as I say, I made specifically because I thought, you know what would be good? That's what I said. And I said, what would be good to have to fight Enderman? And I was like, looting 3, obviously. Looting 3 would be great. And I thought mending, and I would be happy with that. Maybe with a bit of sharpness. That was all I wanted. So I decided it would be a good idea to enchant a sword. And you'll see where how these two stories are connected. But yeah, I wanted to enchant a sword just to see if I could get some sharpness or something on it. And I got this one here, which has got sharpness, unbreaking, and looting. Now, I think the looting I added on from another sword, if I remember. Actually, no, wait. I think I got those 3. It was something along those lines. And then I decided I'd add on mending. Now, the next thing that happened was I went back. I thought, you know what? Because I'd created 2 swords by accident. I was like, oh, what? Maybe I've got another sharpness sword waiting for me down in here. In my enchantment. So I decided I'd give this other second sword a go, which is right over there. And we'll have to get some of those. Right, so what do we have in here? We got power, efficiency, sharpness 3. Sharpness 3. Could do 2 of those sharpness 3s together. But yeah, that's beyond the point. Now, you might be asking yourself, what enchantment do I have in here? Because that's the way I'm going with this. What could I be wanting to show you guys? So we'll step on the plate. Do that, pop that in there, and look at that. Sweeping Edge. Now, this one is something I have not mentioned, I don't think, and it came out with, I think, the 1.11 update. It's a fairly new enchantment, and for those of you guys who might not know what it is, let's actually just see what we get with this. So, oh my god. Bane of Arthropods. Bane of my existence. Really, why the hell does that enchantment even exist? Oh, that's horrible. Hopefully we can get rid of it. Oh, we don't have an anvil there. But yes, what this does is it's a level 3. Look at that. Bane of Arthur. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Sweeping Edge 3, which is actually the highest level that this gets to. I actually had to do a little bit of research to make sure that that was what it was. So that is the highest one that you get. 3. It doesn't. I don't think it'll work with 4. I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be a Sweeping Edge 4. And how perfect is that? The exact amount that we needed. We'll go in here. Oh, by the way, I've took the countertops off here. I thought that looked way better. These here. Those there. And we've got another one of these. Great. I think maybe we can just leave this one out as just a bit of a decoration for now. What happens when I put that on there? No, not that one. This one on here. And this one on here. It gets rid of the Bane of Arthropods and add Sweeping Edge. That's really good. So what this does, I haven't explained it to you, is Sweeping Edge, when you attack one mob next to a few other mobs. What happens if I switch this way? No. So yeah, when you attack one mob standing next to a few other mobs, it hits those other mobs even harder. So it gives you like an extra attack. So you know how normally when you hit, there's that sweeping attack which just does like a baby amount of damage? This one here should give us a lot more damage next to each other. Well, I'm not too sure how much a lot more is, but it should give us more damage for sure. And we should hopefully see this here. So you guys saw how that one went. Oh, you know what? I can even do that sharpness when we get back there. Hopefully we can get a few levels, because we'll have to combine those 2 books. And I can even have a look in the book storage to see if we have some of that stuff. So what I think we'll do... Oh, let's just give us a test here. We know that these guys are on full health. That is that sword. Oh, man. 3 hits. I don't even think I need to push this button anymore. You know what? We'll build up. How many... let's go until this number. See that E there? We'll go until that hits 150. Alright, we'll wait for that. Now, remember, we do have some items that will just flush through. I thought, actually, I could probably show you guys this. Look at that. 2 double chests almost full of bones. And in there, we've also got our hoppers filled up there. So, we're getting there slowly but surely. We've got a bunch of arrows. These ones here, we're going to have to start... I think I'm going to have to start condensing a few of these bows together. In fact, you know what? I might do that now while we wait for these over here to all join together. I've got a little enchantment table... Oh, crafting table hidden down there. So, yeah, I'll wait around. Okay, guys, so we've got ourselves a lot of double chests of this stuff. I just need to get some cobblestone to make those into dispensers. That's all we'll need them for, I guess. We'll put those away in there, unless there's some weird game update that would sway us in some other way. But currently, I don't think we'll ever need those again. For anything else. What else did I have in here? I had... There's some dispensers. I'll take those with me. I'll leave all the other stuff, though. And the most important thing, which is that. So we'll just put that in 1, that in 2. I've been trying to organize my stuff, because I've been getting bad at not organizing my things. Where's my food? There. Good. Alright. So, you'll have a look here. Look at this. We've got ourselves 175 entities in that general location, which I would say is sufficient to test this out. So, we're not going to push the button. We're just going to flick this once, twice. I think it was 3 times last time. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that experience. That's crazy. Now, I'm not too sure whether having a stronger weapon will make a difference. If we put on sharpness 5, can it go up to... I think sharpness 5 is a thing, right? It's not just me going crazy. I'm pretty sure sharpness 5 is a thing. But if we put on sharpness 5, does that affect everything? Like, does it affect the sweep attack and this attack as well? We don't need those. Why are those on me? Get those out. Those, and those. Alright, so that is my proper one. Yes, it is. Look how much stuff there is. Okay, so let's have a look in here. We've got this area all cleared up. We've already started getting a few other bows. You can see it should last us for a while. I've also had a few of these come through in there and a few of those come through in there. Now, I don't think I'm going to wait around here. We've got enough levels. I'm going to have a look and see if we can get ourselves that sharpness 5. That'll be great. So now, then we've got this really, really cool sword going on. And by the way, guys, these past 2 episodes, I've kind of just been chilling out. Just because I need to get my, like, building mojo back. It's been a lot of work on that project. So this episode, we are going to be doing a little bit of building, I think. But we're going to be doing... well, I'm going to actually... You know what? I'm actually going to show you something. This is actually going to be very different. You know what? I've just decided. I'm going to show you guys something that's that I've been thinking of for a while, and it's I've done a little bit of work on it the other night when I was just standing around. I thought about it, then I was like, you know what? It's taking me quite a bit of time. I don't think it's quite worth it at the moment, so I'll leave it out. But I've got a pretty cool idea, which I would like to hear your guys' opinions on for probably when we get to the end of this village or close enough to it. I think there'll be a cool little thing that I want to do. And it does involve a mob switch. Where are my books? There they are. How did I miss that? So do we... Oh, another mending book. Sharpness 4. That's what we want. Efficiency 4. We've got enough sharpness 3s, that's for sure. I'll take that sharpness 3 because we had a plain sharpness 3. I don't like to use the double enchantment ones, you know, when we waste enchantment. But this is looking like it's going to be the absolute, like, godsword. Except for, you know what, the only thing that I would like on it for normal fighting, but I won't like for what we're doing, is potentially, what is it, fire aspect. But overall, as I say, it's fire aspect was actually the pain for this one. That was what was causing me the grief, was the fact that fire aspect was bumping all of the endermen all over the show because they were on fire. So it was really not too good for us. So sharpness 3, sharpness 3, sharpness 4. We only need... Oh, you know what? Why am I being such an idiot? You guys know why I'm being such an idiot. We don't need those 2 sharpness 3s. We just need the 1 sharpness 4. Man, I can be a bit silly like that sometimes. So let's see how this goes. By the way, I've done a little bit of work on these gardens. I hope they're looking alright. This area will come, but yeah, look at that. Just a little bit of work. Hopefully it looks good. We're going here. We're going to be putting in that one there and that one there. 8. I will do it. What happens if I flip it around? Doesn't work. Alright, 8. Sharpness 5. That, oh man, we should have named it like godsword. Let's just name it as like... Can I name that? Thank you. What do we name it? Like... Yeah, let's just go godsword. It's actually pretty funny. I'm sure a lot of you guys would have played, actually, yeah, let's just call it godsword for now. Would have played RuneScape. And, in there we used to have, godswords. I used to love that. I used to love that game. I haven't played it in a very long time. I was just thinking about it. It's actually given me some ideas for this village over time. I'll admit that. There's been a few things that game has actually inspired me on here. But, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a quick trip to this area that I was talking about of what I want to do in the future. In fact, I'll grab a few items with us, and then we'll head over there and I'll explain to you what's going on. Alright, so this is what the idea starts off with. So, in the end, when we get in here... hold up one second, this is so loud. Man, my headphones are way too loud. This is where we would normally go up. So have a look here, we've got our main end island right around here. Like that. Look at that, that's a huge end island, right? But over here, I'm not gonna show you what I've done until we get to the bottom. I decided what would be... This is something I've actually had an idea of for quite some time now, and that was to do my own version of my own end city. My own end world. And I actually got this idea playing, I think it was like Feed the Beast Infinity. It was a mod pack. And I got this idea of having my... Oh, you... Look at that. This is why we're going to have to fix this stuff. So if we get a mob switch, we'll be able to stop all of these guys from stealing our stuff. Was that guy got one as well? Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to have this thing going off into the void, into nowhere, and have an entire end city over here where we can have villages, we can have a few farms which obviously don't require us to have any mobs or anything like that. It'll be just a nice, friendly place that we can fall off into the void. Like, look at this. You can see we've just got void here. Hey, I never knew those things went under, like, all the way. Interesting. Interesting. And we've got a little piece over there. So this was something I was thinking of. Let me know what you guys think about it. Oh, man, look at that. You can see, as soon as we move out there, they despawn on the top and all come out here. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I want to show you guys some ideas that I've got to do with this. And it's kind of... Look at that. That is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, that is... I actually just need to get up a bit higher and check this out. That is a stupid amount of Endermen that just spawned there. In fact, you know what? We need to get ourselves a little Ender farm going on. Enderman farm. Let's check that out. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, so we'll get rid of this. But yeah, this is just an idea I have. I think we'll have to probably first, as I say, we'll have to just get rid of a lot of these mobs. Okay, now you guys may be wondering, what the hell am I showing you here? This is just something that I'm playing around with. These were some ideas that I had, something along these lines at least. Maybe not exactly like this, but just something like this for that area that I'm planning on doing in the future, hopefully. But yeah, it's just sort of, I thought it would be kind of cool to have these end stone pillars or something along these lines being supported by a bit of stuff from the overworld. I think that'll look really, really cool from a bit further when we start to get it. And I'm picturing them a bit bigger, but this is just the color tones, like the colors that we'd be going for. And I do really want to make purple work. Like, it doesn't work at all in most respects, but I think this could work. In fact, I even think plain endstone might be a bit better over here than what these endstone bricks are. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Obviously, that's very rough. This took me about 5 minutes to make. I'm really not too keen on doing that right now, but I just thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys what's going through my head and have you guys think about it. Now, what I'm thinking of is that this is an island out in the end, obviously. It's a end island. And the idea is that it's going to be based around, I would say, farming, predominantly, like agricultural farming, like plants and stuff, and animals, and pretty much all that sort of stuff. Not like farming in the terms of farming, I don't know, trees, farming something else. In fact, we probably even could have a tree farm. It kind of goes with the theme. I want this to be, because the end to me seems like a really peaceful place. I don't know about you, but that's just what it feels like to me. It feels like it's a place that really doesn't, there we go. Feels like it's a place that doesn't really have too much happening, but overall it's a nice, calm, relaxed place. If I do this, let's reload any of the unloaded blocks, the invisible blocks. Now, I really hope that didn't lag us out in our recording. Yeah, it doesn't look like we got too many here anyway. So we can walk there, and that's all the blocks gone. Great. Yeah, that's just something I would really be keen on getting your guys' attention. Got your attention. Your guys' ideas on, because that would be extremely useful. Extremely useful. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and now the next thing that I want to do, which is also a mile away from what we've been doing recently, is I want to do a little bit of a quick redstone thing. Now, this is not a full big tutorial, and this is actually something I didn't plan on doing ever. I really didn't think I would be doing this, but I think it's about time that we do it. We used to have a farm that used to generate us a lot of steak. Sadly, now we don't have enough steak, so I'm gonna have to do something about keeping us going, because really, what we currently do with potatoes is not very useful. I mean, you've got the potatoes, we've got to grow them at the farm, wait for them to grow, wait for them to cook. It's a lot of work, and really, that's not our focus in this game. Our focus in this game is not food right now. We want our town to look quite beautiful. Now, by the way, this structure has got a lot of different opinions on it, about the size specifically. And that was something I am pretty sure I actually mentioned from the beginning that I was quite worried about myself. And it seems like a lot of you guys have picked up that it's significantly bigger than what I even expected it to be. But it's something that's, I think, over time has grown on me, and hopefully it will grow on you guys as well. I do plan on doing a few changes to it. In fact, let's have a look at the most recent change that I did. We'll wait for night. Look at that. Got this light coming out the sides here, so that the darkness, the shadows on the inside there. How cool is that? Just wait for it. It looks even better at night, I think. I haven't actually had to fly around with it yet, like far away at night, but I think it'll look really cool. But what my plan is now, is because I'm eating currently steak, which is because I killed all of our breeding cows down at the bottom there, I'm eating steak, and I think that we need to get some more sustainable way of getting food. So what I have to do is I'm going to get a bunch of chicken eggs, and we're going to make an old school or classic. It's not old school, it's a classic chicken cooker. Automatic chicken cooker. We're not going to have any fancy buttons, we're just going to have it automatically cooked chicken for us, so we don't have any trouble. So pretty much this episode is a bunch of stuff that I've just wanted to get done, which we haven't got done, and I think it's something that's important to get done. Look at that. How cool is that? I don't know, I just thought it looked really awesome with a bit of the light. And not only that, I haven't played much with shadows in terms of our builds, so I thought it would be kind of cool to have a look at that. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. I didn't want it all lit up because I thought that would look really odd. You can see here, the light's really coming from the windows. Here, the light's coming from the outside there. There's not really too much light, but I didn't want this thing all lit up and stuff. I want it to not be that obnoxious at night, at least. It's obnoxious during the day, I don't want it to be obnoxious during the night. Let's have a look from up here. Yeah, I can actually accept that. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Now, another thing I want to show you is I'm busy doing a bit of work over here over time. Just a little bit of landscaping. And I'm trying a few things out as well. Some things that I'm not 100% comfortable with. For instance, building a little bit of a cliff thing over here. Just as if the water's flushed through here at one stage, rips out a bit of land, and it's coming in there. This are things I'm practicing with, and also over here. I'm practicing with our rivers, just trying to see how it looks when we go deeper, and I think it does look a lot better when we dig it a little bit deeper and start doing stuff. Oh, look at that. I've got to fix up that. I like to have infinite water sources. But yeah, this is actually a question that I get asked a lot, like how did I build better? And really, honestly guys, if you guys have followed me from the beginning, you'll know that we've improved a hell of a lot compared to what we used to be, and it's all... Honestly, it's all been practice. It's been ripping something down, knowing when something actually did look good, using that again, knowing when something looked bad, not using it again, or maybe fixing it, And that's really the basic thing. It seems kind of obvious, but it's that obvious. It's just a matter of time. You got to just keep going, and eventually you'll get better and better at building. So seriously, if you guys ever wondered that, and I know I get that question fairly frequently, that's what's happened. Now, what I want to do is I want to quickly get my redstone stuff together, and I want to also, this is going to be a oh man, creepers. Actually, let's test this out quickly. How does sharpness work against this guy? Okay, 1 hit. Normally this guy's a 3-hitter. 2 hits. Nice. And we get looting, so we only get 2 gunpowder. Now, I've done these paths a bit. You can see there's still a bit missing. And what I've decided to do is, in here, we're going to have ourselves kind of a block of mansions. I just want to quickly explain to you. So, like, not mansions, just like nice, more affluent-looking houses. But they're all going to be connected in this big block. So that's one thing that we've got planned for the future. And what I want to do today in our chicken cooker thing is I want to have a little bit of a house going on over here. Maybe even we can... Nah, I don't want to connect it to those there. But I want it to be a chicken... Or maybe, you know what? We could even do... Let's go back to our market area. This is against the marketing idea, but... well, the market idea originally. 1 hit. Yes. Thank you. Getting some more gunpowder. I'm actually going to look forward to getting creepers. But in here, yeah, we haven't touched this area in a bit, and this was actually the opposite thing that we were going to be doing in this next 20 episode period, but I think we might have a reason to do this. So I want to make a little store in here somewhere, probably right... let's put it over here, through this way. We'll make ourselves a little chicken cooker, and we'll have it automatically come up to a store that's right over here. Alright, so here it is, guys. Nothing really too spectacular, but... It will look a lot better than what it looks right now. I know it's a bit off center, like in this direction, but I thought that kind of gave it a bit of character, so I left it like that. And we've got ourselves our 2 chests, which will be filled up with chicken when we're done with this. Or at least by the time we're done with this. Man, what's going on? I can barely speak. But yes, that is what I'm talking about. Now, over here, I've done something which is not very common. I've made myself a water stream going this way into these atom hoppers, which I do fairly often. Not common for me, by the way. It's a common thing that I've done here, which I've never actually used before. But what I've done here, well, I think I've used this before, but just not very frequently, is I've got myself an item elevator of glass. And this is actually a fairly... Whoa, I'm getting a bit of lag there. It's actually a fairly common design. As I say, I don't really use it too much. It got broken in, I think, the 1.9 update, and then they fixed it. Well, Mojang fixed it, and now it kind of works a little bit differently to the way it worked before. What I've got going on down here is that simple chicken farm that I was talking about. We've got ourselves 3 chickens. I kind of just waited around, got some chicken eggs, and we've got ourselves a little item dispenser thing here. So every time an item comes into this hopper, see that? It shoots up. In fact, we'll just do this just to play around. So you see how the items just come out there? A lot of you guys will know what I'm talking about, but for those of you guys who might not be too familiar with it, there's glass filling in this entire area up to the top. So 9x9, or 3x3 of glass. And it goes all the way to the top, and because of that, because there's no air gaps in the middle of it, it just tries to pop up, it tries to pop up on the other side there. So hopefully you guys kind of try this out, give it a go. But yeah. If you guys ever want to know how to build this, I would recommend just Googling chicken farm, and it's probably the first one that will come up. I've just done it so many times, I've now got it stuck in my brain, but it's a fairly simple farm, and it's got a good lot of things you could actually learn for other redstone stuff in there. So what I've got here is I've got these 3 chickens, which I've just bred them up with these, and I've got this dispenser over here, which is collecting all the eggs that they will drop through these hoppers, which will then shoot it out this way. But the thing is, I don't want it to shoot these eggs out just yet. In fact, okay, it won't do anything. Good. So if I put something in here, you see, it'll go, I think, to this hopper here. Yeah, and because that's powered, it won't let anything in. Aside from that, if anything was to come in here, it would not shoot out because it's completely sealed off. So we're just waiting on these chickens to lay some more eggs. We want to get quite a few more chickens in there, just so that we get a good amount of roast chicken coming up there, so I'll probably leave that for a while. But up here, this is the place that we're going to be decorating, and I'm actually going to do something a bit different here, guys. I'll decorate this, and I will put a photo up on Twitter, because Why not? So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, or you guys don't know that I'm on Twitter, have a look in the description. There'll be a little link there, and have a look at how this turned out, because I'm gonna probably go around now. I'm gonna go like mess around with this a little bit and see how it comes out. It's not gonna be spectacular, I don't think, anything, but you never know how it turns out. But yeah, guys, that'll be our episode for today. It's a bit of a weird one, very weird for us, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.